In this video, I briefly look back on the life and achievements of the late Glen Archer, one of Jamaica's most celebrated educators. He is best remembered in the general public as an excellent school challenge quiz and spelling bee coach. I look back on his life. Plus, I take you on a visit to his grave. I am Nigel D. Summer. Welcome back to Jamaican Chapter. Glen Archer was born on Thursday, October 1, 1953 in Kingston, Jamaica. His mother was Olga Marie Hitchman Archer, a school teacher, and his father was Felix Jenkins Archer, a school teacher. Olga and Felix met and fell in love while they were both teachers at Kingston Senior School, now called Kingston High School. The couple had two sons, Jean Archer and Glen Archer, and a daughter, Marcia Archer. In the 1950s, Mrs. Olga Archer took a teaching job opportunity in the Bahamas. This job was long-term, and this meant she could only come to Jamaica on holiday breaks. Her long stay from her family might have been the very reason her husband, Felix Archer, began an affair with another woman named Iselin Thompson. When Mrs. Olga Archer found out about the affair, she was livid. She was angry. She filed for divorce on the grounds that her husband is unfaithful. And the issue of custody of the children also came up in court. Despite the marital issue between the parents, the children's everyday lives were not badly affected. Living at 51 Southern Cross Drive, Harborview, St. Andrew, Glen Archer attended Harborview Primary School. From early, he was a fast learner, and the teachers recognized his abilities. In 1965, he represented Harborview Primary in the St. Andrew Parish Finals of the National Spelling Bee Championships. He was placed first in the parish finals, becoming the 1965 champion boy for St. Andrew. In this old photo, the 11-year-old Glen Archer accepted his first place award. He was then the St. Andrew Parish champion who had both the opportunity and responsibility to become the All-Island Spelling Bee champion in the children's own newspaper spelling bee contest. The children's own newspaper spelling bee contest was held at the Myrtle Bank Hotel on Wednesday, August 11, 1965. All the parish champions turned up at this hotel to compete to see who will be the All-Island champion. Obviously, someone would. The 11-year-old Glen Archer, representing St. Andrew against all the other 13 parishes, was optimistic. The grand competition began in the morning in front of an audience of teachers, parents, judges, and so on. When the competition reached lunch break around noon, 7 of the parish champions were eliminated during the semifinals. This meant that 7 parish champions remained to battle out in the final round. Glen Archer had managed to spell every word given to him in the semifinals and thus kept St. Andrew in the race. But he was up against tough competitions, and most of them were girls. Of the 7 remaining parish champions, only 2 were boys. 11-year-old Glen Archer of Harborview Primary and 11-year-old Trevor Davy of Clarendon College, Clarendon. In the afternoon, the final round of the grand competition began. Glen Archer was doing well until this word, odious. This word sounded so simple, but Glen Archer found himself struggling to see the correct letters of the word in his mind. He asked for the meaning. He asked for it to be in a sentence, yet it puzzled him to spell. Finally, he muscled up and spelled this word he thought had 2 D's, but the word has only 1 D. Odious was spelled wrong. The failure buzzer sounded, and with that, Glen Archer was eliminated. The All-Ireland Spelling Bee champion and champion girl for that year, 1965, was 13-year-old Amorel Morrison of Manchester High School in Mandeville. After leaving Harborview Primary, Glen Archer attended St. George's College. It was at this time that he began thinking seriously about a career best for him. He decided to become a pilot and began collecting books of planes and aviation. However, he was influenced by a friend to instead use his ability to speak eloquently and fluently in service as a minister. So after his graduation from St. George's, he attended classes at the Jamaica Theological Seminary and graduated in 1977 with a bachelor's in theology. The following year, 1978, he joined the staff of Arden High School and served as an exceptional member of staff until the year 2014. 36 years of service. Reverend Glen Archer coached many students of Arden High School who won the National Spelling Bee competition, starting in 1986 with Carla McNish and ended in 2015 with Sarah Beth McPherson. He coached over 20 champions of Jamaica's National Spelling Bee competition. Not only that, in 1997, he coached a team of students from Arden High School to win the School Challenge quiz. He did it again the following year, 1998, and also in the year 2013. During his time at Arden High School, he had coached students to win School Challenge quiz 3 times: 1997, 1998, and 2013. No doubt, Reverend Glen Archer had coached many students to become champions in competitions. But perhaps the most memorable moments of his career was when Jody and Maxwell won the 1998 Scripps Howard Spelling Bee competition in Washington, D.C. Jody and Maxwell made history as the first non-American to win that competition. Glen Archer was also involved in sports at Arden High. In 1991, he managed Arden High School football team to win the Manning Cup football competition, an annual football contest among high schools under 19 boys teams in St. Catherine and Kingston and St. Andrew. A school that won the Manning Cup must play against the school that won the DaCosta Cup for the Olivia Shield title and trophy. Under the management of Glen Archer, Arden High football team won the 1991 Manning Cup football competition, then went on to defeat the DaCosta Cup winner, Clarendon College, 2-1 in the Olivia Shield final on December 14, 1991. Reverend Glen Archer had received many prizes and awards for his outstanding work in education. Among them is the Order of Distinction from the Jamaican government. He was a strict and no-nonsense coach, qualities necessary to push students to be their best. He was mature, outgoing, energetic, and respectful. In early 2010, the distinguished Jamaican coach showed the public his cooking skill when he appeared on the television cooking show called Creative Cooking with host Maisie. On the cooking show, Mr. Archer demonstrated the preparation of teriyaki chicken with rice and peas. At the end of the interesting episode, he expressed his willingness to appear again on the cooking show. But unfortunately, it never happened. That same year, 2010, he was diagnosed with end-stage renal failure, and normal life for him thereafter was not the same. For the next 5 years, he had to undergo kidney dialysis treatment 2 times per week. Still, Reverend Glen Archer did not give up working and coaching students for spelling bee competition. He coached 2011 spelling bee champion Hanif Brown, 2013 spelling bee champion Tajon Gibson, and 2015 spelling bee champion Sarah Beth McPherson. Mr. Archer, no doubt, would have done more, but his kidney problem and the complications worsened. He was in need of kidney transplant, for which no donor was found. Reverend Glen Archer passed away on Sunday, February 15, 2015 at 1:45 a.m. at the University Hospital. The funeral for the distinguished teacher, spelling bee, and school challenge quiz coach was held at Arden High School on Sunday, March 1, 2015. Many came out to pay their final respect. Among the mourners were his two siblings, Marcia and Jean. Marcia Archer Groves, who lives in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, could not hold back her tears. She could not hold back her tears as she looked at her brother's body in the casket. Jean Archer, a minister of religion living in Toronto, Canada, was rather composed at the somber memorial service for his brother. Others in attendance included the then leader of the opposition party in Parliament, Andrew Holness, the then Minister of Education, Ronald Thwaites, past spelling bee champions, and Arden High School choir. From a baby whose future was not known, to a boy who showed remarkable potential, to a man who made exceptional contributions through education, Glen Archer had made his mark in the history of Jamaica. I am at Dovecot Memorial Park here in St. Catherine, and this is where the man, Glen Archer, was buried. The educator, the pastor, and the coach. And he was excellent in all those three roles, and excellent in other roles also. A family man, a friend. And here is his resting place, the resting place of Glen Archer. And here on his grave it says, Glen Archer, no man is indispensable, but some are irreplaceable. And that's true. He, especially a man in his case, irreplaceable. Born October 1, 1953, died February 15, 2015. And between that period, 1953 and 2015, he made his mark. He made his mark as a good man. And many remember his contributions to education and otherwise. So this is the resting place of Glen Archer, a good man gone too soon. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to getting your views again in other interesting videos to come.